So today in this video, I will be sharing with you some of the most interesting scenarios which are lining up for Bitcoin and also which are pointing us that we might be heading towards to break above 100,000 and even near to a new all-time high. Yes guys, Bitcoin looking into different time frame, looking into different scenarios, looks like getting attracted towards the next area of confluence which will bring us above 100,000 and even to make a new all-time high. But before we start talking about it, I want you guys to do me a favor and destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first, on my previous videos, I was very clear with you guys that holding Bitcoin will be more profitable than holding altcoins, because according to the dominant chart, it was clearly showing strength and also it was heading towards the next area of confluence. And according to this Bitcoin dominance chart, if this dominance continues, you can see we are going to be above 71%, which indicate holding Bitcoin is going to be more profitable than holding altcoins. So, because we know not just only the dominance but even the price action. If you monitor this price action of Bitcoin in a weekly time frame, we broke out of this falling wedge. Falling wedge is a bullish continuation pattern, and according to this bullish continuation pattern as well, you can see where is our price objective. The first price objective will be the top, and the top will definitely bring us near to a new all-time high. So that's why in a bigger picture, the price of Bitcoin is looking very bullish, not just only because of this simple falling wedge, but parallelly we are also breaking out from this falling channel or descending channel. Descending channel breakout is another bullish continuation pattern. So if you look at it carefully, you can see the upper trendline resistance has already been broken, which now is resulting in a bullish move. So if this bullish move continues, if the price starts heading towards the first price objective, just like what I showed you with this falling wedge, our first price objective is definitely going to be the top, which will bring the price of Bitcoin above 100,000 and even near to a new all-time high. Because we are aware, guys, beside this falling channel, beside this falling wedge, parallelly, the price of Bitcoin is also following this bump and run reversal bottom type of formation. And according to this bump and run reversal bottom, which is another bullish continuation pattern, Bitcoin could be heading towards this horizontal trend line, the next area of confluence. And if you look at this price action carefully, it is above 100,000 and even near to a new all-time high. So in a daily time frame, in a weekly time frame, you can see the price of Bitcoin actually looks bullish. And even if the price in the media short term shows a move in this manner, doesn't matter. Simply remaining above 90,000 means this bullish continuation pattern will be playing out for Bitcoin. And not just only that, now we are also going to look this formation using ascending broadening wedge. Ascending broadening wedge, just like as shown in this example, could be forming in our case as well. A, B, C, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, E, F. And if you measure the length, the price objective from this bullish continuation pattern, you can see, guys, if this bullishness continues, right, Bitcoin breaking out from this trend line, you can see where are we expecting the price of Bitcoin to get attracted? Above 100,000. So even according to this ascending broadening wedge, you can see the price of Bitcoin looks like preparing itself for another continuation above 100,000. But please, it doesn't mean that we will see a move like this. Just like what happened here, you can see we could see more sideways movement. Please keep this scenario also in back of your head, because I don't want you guys to be left out. That is the reason. Sideways movement, even if you pull back, is absolutely normal. So even according to this ascending broadening wedge, you can see we are expecting this uptrend to continue as long as the price of Bitcoin remains above 90,000. And now, according to our leading indicator, this is one of the most important indicator for us. And according to this leading indicator, Bitcoin looks like getting attracted towards the first bullish target for the month of May, which is around $101,892. So let's say $102,000, right? This will be our first target. But what we are not allowed to forget is that Bitcoin is choosing a direction without touching the monthly CPI line for the month of May. I mean, if you look at these three trend lines, Bitcoin is choosing a trend direction without touching any of these three trend lines, which makes it a VCPR. And you know, VCPR attracts the price, and in more than 90% of cases we have seen price testing the CPI trend line and only after that choosing a direction. So if you go back and look at the month of April, you can see this CPI trend line got tested plenty of time. Let's go back and look at this from March. You can see the CPI line got tested plenty of time. Doesn't matter, you can see in more than 90% of cases price has always tested the CPI trend line and only after that choosing a trend direction. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that in our case the price of Bitcoin is choosing a trend direction without touching any of these three trend lines. So that's why there is a possibility Bitcoin for the month of May coming back around 90,000 one more time before continuing with this uptrend. So that's why please keep this scenario in back of head. But we know above 90,000 we are building extremely important support for Bitcoin. And not just only that, even according to this rising wedge, which is a bearish continuation pattern, if Bitcoin fails to continue with this uptrend and starts showing weakness, gets attracted back towards this 91,000, please guys, please do not panic. I've been very clear with you guys. We have support. We have support from the CPI trend line, right? We have support from this Williams alligator indicator. I mean the trend line here, this is a bullish cross, green line appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom, only happens or gets formed during uptrend. So during this uptrend, any sort of a pullback, the same trend line acts as support. During downtrend, the same trend line acts as resistance. So in our case, this is a bullish cross. Blue line is at the bottom, green line is at the top. So any sort of a pullback, now even this Williams alligator indicator will be acting as additional support for Bitcoin. So even if the price starts showing weakness in this manner, gets attracted towards 91,000, a similar move could be playing out here. I mean a U-shape or a V-shape type of recovery. So please do not get left out. The price, if we look at it in a different time frame using different scenarios, it still looks bullish. And I just want you to be aware, any sort of a pullback, price remaining above 90,000 could be a great buying opportunity as well, because I have been talking about this inverted head and shoulder. And if Bitcoin starts showing weakness, gets attracted back towards 91,000, it could be a formation of a right shoulder. This is also what I showed you on my previous video. So that's why be aware. Bitcoin simply remaining over 90,000 means this uptrend is going to continue. So any sort of a pullback will be giving us a buying opportunity. So guys, this was some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.